This post introduces the case to the Defence Research Development Canada team in Ottawa, and they're the ones who do the training for flight surgeons for the military flight ops staff. And obviously the air cadets would need CAMI support for their flight ops program as well. So as the aircrew all wear patches, the flight surgeons are also awarded wings on completion of a course. And I'm leveraging the SimWings program to show a hypothetical set of CAMI wings for the civil providers. So we'll take a look at the web page they have for their research and development technology section and some of the expertise, and this is intended to convey some practical knowledge to the flight ops staff and at least split out CAMIs from shrinks with the issue of the eye charts here, which flight surgeons all have for their aeromedical assessments, but the mental health community does not. So one of the things the medical staff needs to know is the CF leadership doctrine as it applies to aircrew, because the aircraft captain in the STARS MASH medevac environment is actually in charge of the overall show and has a crew working for him. So we built some communications networks based on the object model for the Strike Hornet with collaborative behavior and socioeconomic trends, bringing in the high and lowest issue and the Fathers for Justice soapbox, as it's clearly on the record that this dynamic just simply does not work for aircrew. And the groundside ops are covered with the airsoft replica, with this gentleman kitted out with M4 replica. And there's battlefield optics and GPS sensors as seen in this McFarlane military model prop. So this is what it looks like, and this is the issue in action with the GPS and battlefield optics. The aeronautics paradigm is covered with the Strike Hornet concept, a map to these simulators in the EHS museum, and that takes some of the accelerated solutions data-driven GIS and takes some thumbnails and maps them into the Super Hornet digital displays as seen here. And this is a look at the Super Hornet in action, looking over the shoulder to give a view of what the effects of the mapping and such would be. So the point being, the aircraft captain is in charge of the mission and its success and relies on qualified crew. So the training and rehearsing, learning brings in training required to meet ministers' delegations for personal licensing and training standards and authority to conduct medical exams. So using the Griffin here, we have the hover control Flight Sim 10 simulator mapped over to this procedures trainer off the development website. And that's a nice segue to a look at what the same would look like from the bridge at Devon, where we have a scenery file in FSX with an accident on site. And the medipacks, of course, would be the responsibility of the medical staff, but like MASH or STARS Air Ambulance, the mission at large is the responsibility of the crews. So just a look from above at the bridge, and this is also posted in, and it's possible to program mission simulations with FSX through the SimConnect layer as well. So we'll just close with a view of an approach to the Devon Bridge coming in from the north, and reiterate this is all intended for the medical staff to confer some practical knowledge of aeronautics and the flight environment to those who'd be making calls on medications not approved for flight ops and similar complications.